Hey guys, what is going on? So just wanted to hop on here and let you know that Huge Supplements Ecdysterone is back in stock. Finally, quite a few of you have been messaging me over the weeks. It has been out of stock since I think like mid-June. So it is finally back in stock now. This is a smaller one, so they should be having a much bigger restock in the future. I'm not sure how far in the future. Kind of like Derek's Turk. I just had a lot of people asking me over and over when the restock would be. And this is my first news of it. As I have been saying, it was going to be this week. Just got news that it is right now. So if you've been waiting for it, makes sense to pick some up right now. But obviously, if you still want to wait and see how it goes for other people, I've kind of shown that I've gotten pretty good results on mine. Quite a few of you are running it currently. I've heard a lot of good things about it, but at the end of the day, with something like Muscle Empire, I've had a lot more overall positive feedback. But the positive feedback I've gotten on this and my own experience is that, it's just a lot more potent. It's kind of like with, Turkesterone, it seems like people seem to get overall better results than with Muscle Empire. But I just think that's because people aren't dosing their Muscle Empire to the equivalent level, right? Because you have to take like a ton of capsules of those only being 30% potency, which I just recently found out about. So in terms of like actual cost effectiveness, if you're kind of wondering, should I go with Muscle Empire or Huge Ecdysterone, I made a video about that recently. To kind of sum it up, basically, if you assume that there is no increased absorption with the cyclodextrin, which is a huge assumption, obviously it does help. Then it's about the same as Muscle Empire if you assume the 98% purity of this, which is phenomenal, versus the 30% Muscle Empire. And, Muscle Empire has its place. I think it is a very, cost-effective product. And it's, you're able to kind of dose your, how many capsules you take throughout the day, which is pretty cool. But you're basically kind of buying it at the same price as this. And then when you factor in, there's likely a pretty significant increase in absorption with the cyclodextrin. This actually becomes the most cost-effective method if you trust those numbers, right? That basically boils down to, do you trust that Huge has that level of purity? And I think a lot of people can kind of attest to Muscle Empire being effective, but at the same time, we all know we're not getting like a pure 275 milligrams of Ecdy per capsule. I think we all kind of knew that going in. I knew that it was likely not 100%. People have emailed the company. I've talked to Huge. This is 98%. At the end of the day, you just kind of have to trust the company. And I know, like with something like Turkesterone, for example, a lot of you guys trust Derek, and therefore you're very willing to try Turkesterone in particular because you really trust Derek. So at the end of the day, it just kind of comes down to, who you trust. Now, for me, like you can say, oh, well, I trust you being Cooper, but I don't actually make this product. I have tried a lot of Huge Supplements products in the past. I do like them. I do feel like this has been working for me better than Muscle Empire. But at the end of the day, I don't actually go and go through the manufacturing process. So, I'm kind of taking their word for it the same way that you guys would be. I can't say with 100% certainty, but I have gotten, a pretty good effect. So, anyway, that's all I got to say about that. I'll keep you updated, and I'll talk to you soon.